Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The phrase beautiful smile
is redundant.
Good morning, Desert Bluffs. Hi, it's me, Hal Lublin, cheery and chipper.
Hi, it's me, Meg Bashwiner, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
And it's me, Symphony Sanders. And I just like to smile. And we are all here to talk about Welcome to Night Vale. Well, welcome to Desert Bluffs, really. And because we love it, we are a part of the cast, obviously, as you know. And if you don't know, what are you doing already at 1:35? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we are going to painstakingly talk about every episode, and this one is no different. Today we're talking about episode 135. It is currently Wednesday, May 10th at 9:50 p.m. Central Time.
Woo woo.
In the year of our spaghetti monster, 2023.
Woo-wee. All right, the episode description for this episode is Kevin has a vision for a new monument to be constructed in Desert Bluffs 2. Plus, a handsome theologist appears. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Desert Bluffs 2.
Let's talk about it.
I was just scanning the director's notes for this episode that Joseph Fink furnished for us that were written by Jeffrey Craner back in the year 2018 when this episode came out.
Really great.
And the inside baseball about why we are getting a Kevin story I'm getting a 3-arc Kevin story is that Cecil was busy, y'all. We had a crazy summer. That summer of 2018. We premiered Spy in the Desert at the Spiegel Tent at Bard. We went to Edinburgh do 7 shows in Edinburgh, and then we went right on tour in the US. And so they were like, what if we make some Kevin content so Cecil can continue to exist?
Yeah.
And this is what they made.
How exciting.
Well, I'm all for Kevin R. Free returning, because he's so, not only is he supremely talented, but he's just such a lovely human being that it just makes me smile to hear him do his work.
Just the nuance of his acting is so freaking excellent. He is such an elite voice actor, and I just love the world that he creates with his voice. And that's what when people ask me about, or when we're on a panel or something talking about voice acting, that's what it is. We're creating a world with using the language that is provided to us, but we're painting those broad strokes of what that world looks like. And Kevin just does it so deftly that you are seeing, like, for me at least, I don't know what your experience is, but I can see what the area, like the new Desert Bluffs, looks like. I think we all have, of course, our mind cannons of what the desert or other world looks like because of all of our experience after Old Oak Doors and when Carlos was in the desert otherworld. But it's just so exciting to hear this and how they built this new Desert Bluffs.
Part 2. Yeah.
Yes.
Part 2.
Desert Bluffs Part 2.
I mean, I could spend the rest of my life talking about how wonderful Kevin Orfrey is. And he is the reason why I have all the good things in my life. So there's that. I will also say that the role of Kevin is a very challenging acting role. Like, Absolutely. This is not a softball by any means. Like, it's incredibly nuanced. It requires a lot to get this right. And he does. He gets he never misses a beat. Literally, he does not miss a beat. There's nothing on the page that he misses. He adds so much to it. He walks the line every time between just cheery and scary. Like, he is two sides of that coin at the same time, always. It really is quite masterful to see him play this role. That is a challenging one. I think I'm going to throw out there, it's one of the more challenging roles in the Night Vale character universe.
Yeah.
100%. There's always a danger, especially in a role like this, to play at it too much. And I feel like if you gave it to someone who maybe just hadn't done as much work yet or wasn't quite at the level that Kevin is yet, you probably miss a lot, and you would just play it. You would only play the one piece of it. But like we said, there's so many things happening with this character, and you have to consistently tread this line between cheerful and cheerfully funny. All of Desert Bluffs reminds me of the video for Black Hole Sun, where you see these sort of like idyllic things, and all of a sudden people's faces like melt and distort and get really weird. And so his ability to ride that knife's edge of not only cheery and creepy, but also deliver all the jokes and hit all the comedy beats is just, it blows me away.
His deadpan reading when they're talking about the performance of Death of the Salesman, when he says, "I was happy." It was so, so good.
So good.
I was happy.
That one is
that whole joke is really good. That's like such a great,
brilliant,
and like you don't want to mess that up when that's in front of you on the paper.
You guys are so right. Like, we could talk about his acting chops and the portrayal of this character, like, so for the entire episode. But let's go through what's happening in Desert Bluffs in this world that Kevin is painting for us. So, did you get the sense that the sun is just like actually always up?
Yeah, he says the midnight sun. So
okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah. Okay, good.
At a fixed point in the sky all the time.
Because sometimes I hear stuff and I'm like,
never moves.
Are they being literal or metaphorical about it? Do you know what I mean? But like, I was like, oh, the sun is always up. That's got to be. I'm imagining also, yes, the black hole sun people, but like, to the edge, to the point of where, like, when you don't get like hardly any sleep and you're like, eyes are bloodshot and a little like you're doing the eye twitch thing. I'm imagining that's what most of the people are like. Also, Kevin talking about his dream, but he said not the shared dream we all have, that is the first piece of super frightening. That's a freaky ass dream that the cornfield, you're in a cornfield, all these birds are flying around in a blood red sky, and then they crash into the rocky ground. I'm scared. I don't fuck with birds like that.
Yeah, there's such a weird, like, that this being the bizarro dimension of Night Vale, that even just the approach to everything is accepted in Desert Bluffs. They're all in unison in this very religious, they're drenched, like, religion is the most important thing, the smiling God, all of that. And then in Night Vale, it's this house of horrors, but there's at least room to question things. It's just shut down, but there's no, I mean, I think if the powers that be in Night Vale had their way, the more sinister powers, it would be more like Desert Bluffs or Desert Bluffs Part 2, where you had everybody just sort of in lockstep towards the same goal. But it's fascinating to see those parallels kind of play out.
Even when it comes down to, like, the grocery store, like, there's the Ralphs. But I got so hyped. I was like, Jewel-Osco, I know that. That's, like, in my neck of the woods. I was like, Jewel-Osco, hell yeah.
There's their own grocery chain. Yeah, the Jeffrey had a lot of fun with, and Joseph too. I'm assuming the two of them both worked on this episode. Making the parallels to Night Vale, the Little Rick's salad place, this Big Rico's, and Grandma Josephine's demons. Those sort of those little foils to each other. A lot of fun to see for the person who's listened to 135 episodes of Welcome to Night Vale and dissected each of them. It was a lot of fun to pull through the similarities between the towns. And then there's the big one. There's this theologist,
Charles,
which is Carlos, with teeth like a Steinway,
with his perfect teeth,
and Kevin is there for it and flirty, flirty on the show, like Cecil's flirty on the show. I wrote down, I was like,
his flirting though is so frightening.
He has a very thirsty traffic section.
Ugh.
Yes. Also that he was like at the town, like where the town starts, being like, I'll show you around. I was like, oh, talking about he's going to keep his eye on him and all that stuff. But I like that Charles is, a theologist. I was like, wow. Plus Kevin is running this church, y'all, while he's the head of the church and all that stuff. I think he's really the one in charge of the whole town, because it just takes an email to Mayor Lauren Mallard to get her to do his bidding. Like hop to, he says jump and she says how high, right? It's wild.
Yeah, especially with the press conference where she's like, I want to build a library. And he's like, no, you don't. And then they have the press conference and he takes the microphone and just like gives this sermon about the story, this very unhinged, intense monologue. And then everyone's on board because everyone is terrified.
Yeah, I think so.
If you look at the power, I mean, the parallel between him and Cecil is really the power that they have as the only public media figure in town. So, that I don't know that there's like an opposite of what Cecil does with it, but certainly he's not using it to become a cult leader. He's more shying away from it.
Right. Cecil, like if Cecil told like Dana Cardinal or the city council, like what to do. I mean, he's the one who kind of gets told what to do in Night Vale. And it's just interesting to see that, like, while so many things are similar, Kevin is obviously the driving force behind a lot of these things. And, it still keeps people coming to Desert Bluffs Part 2. Because random people, the way he was talking about it, like a few people, like that lady came from Red Mesa, and then she met somebody else there, and they got married. And then that one kid just ended up getting stranded there. He walked through a door at his frat house, right? Oh, they even had the Alabama.
Yeah, Ryan Nichols from Alabama.
Alabama. Alabama. That's what, I just kept thinking of Obama. But then, and that's how Charles just came through town very similarly to Carlos. But he came from Pine Cliff, which we've been hearing a little bit more about Pine Cliff. And I remember, and it keeps getting brought up occasionally, like in live shows. And I don't know why it just tickles me so much that it's a town full of ghosts. Like everybody there is like dead or whatever. Well, I assume they're dead anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought
tough football team.
But I just find it really. Oh right, yeah, because they were all ghosts and they were great offense, but their defense was really bad, right?
Yeah, because you just run through them.
Look at me knowing about sports.
Look at you.
Smart, delicate. Anyways, so we get back. So we're at this thing, and he wants her to do, instead of the library, we want the Mudstone Abyss, which I wrote out in all caps. Hey, Vin, add a little reverb on this. Mudstone Abyss. I feel like it's a very similar thing. But yeah, this is just, I think, an overall fun and super silly episode. And I'm so excited to hear more in this, especially about their date, because they're going to go to dinner and he's going to show him around. I mean, quotation marks. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I'm curious about how this story from Desert Bluffs 2 is going to interact with the town of Night Vale. Like, because this episode is just completely standalone. They don't mention Night Vale at all. Like, this is just a slice of life from where their town is at now. So I'm curious to see if and how they intersect with our friendly desert town.
Especially since Kevin was able to just like open up the old oak door and like see the friggin' hooded figures just kicking the can or whatever the heck.
Yeah, in the dog park.
Yeah.
What they're doing when they're just hanging out.
Their dance like nobody's watching situation.
Yeah, they have to have downtime.
That's their hacky sack. Well, yeah. So that will be interesting, Meg, to see how. I'm a little scared though, but excited. No.
Yeah, it's also off-putting in a great way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all this episode feels like it's this alternate dimension echo of things that we've already seen or encountered, or plot lines from Night Vale that are now catching up and happening. Here's the Desert Bluffs version of those. So it's fun to watch them develop, which I'm excited for, and also how that ties back for sure.
And I still see it out on the road. I think people really love Kevin, the character.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
oh yeah,
I like when we get to hear from him, and I've said this before on the pod, but like anytime we get a deeper look into other parts of the world of Night Vale, it's always so fun and adds like another depth, another look at what the world is like. And I don't know, it just expands your knowledge of the world, and I really enjoy that.
Do you think it's been so long since I've seen like a cosplaying Night Vale crowd. My memory is that the top 4 costumes would be Cecil, Carlos, Kevin, and the Glow Cloud. Is that still the case?
I would say so, but occasionally we'll get like hooded figures. I'll see interns.
Oh yeah, that's I've seen that too, with the name tags and stuff.
I see scouts occasionally. That's always really fun to see people's like different interpretations.
Oh right.
And I've seen a couple
faceless old women.
Yeah, faceless old women, and I've seen a man in the tan jacket a few times. I'm trying to think, what else do I normally see? You know what? I never see Hiram.
I haven't seen a Hiram in a while, but I have seen a Hiram.
That's a lot to put together.
Oh, really? In person? That would be cool.
Yes. I have to look at my phone. I might have a picture from back in the day, but yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen a Steve.
How would you know? Steve looks like everybody else.
It's true. It's the people who come to pick them up from the shows if they're kids.
Yeah. They're the ones putting that credit card down at the merch table for their kiddos.
That's unintentional cosplay.
I rarely see Tamikas. I've seen them, but like, I don't see very many.
Yeah. Well, consider this an invitation, listeners.
I would love it.
Send us pictures.
I would love to see it. Love to see it.
Of your cosplay.
I'd love to see some more obscure characters. I'd like to see someone be a fist-sized river rock.
That would be amazing.
Yes, I would love that too.
Just carry a fist-sized river rock with you.
That would be amazing. You'd be like,
ventriloquist it. Yeah.
Actually, it would be hilarious if they were like, "Oh no, I'm just the date. This is
You would wear a full green screen, one of those green screen bodysuits, and then just have The Rock and walk around with it.
And Sarah Sultan.
Make a video of her like going to her seat.
Like that's how you do it, right? Yeah.
That would be hilarious. Yeah. Oh, I've seen a couple of Hunto cars as well. And then occasionally an angel or some interesting whatever. But I also like when people...
Yeah. Oh, the demons are in this, by the way.
Yeah, the demons.
The demons, Josephine.
I wonder, though, sometimes I think people just want to dress up as whatever. And they just get dressed up, which I think is great.
Sure. Yeah. There's no dress code.
No. Have fun.
Just, just basically cover up your bits. And other than that, your wardrobe is your own to choose.
Special note in our advance that we send out to the venues, letting them know that our fans like to dress up.
Yes. What does it say?
Let me pull it up. It says...
I didn't know you sent like a little disclaimer.
Our fans sometimes wear costumes. We are fine with this as long as they do not obstruct views. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, that's something to be mindful of. If you're sitting in the back row, go nuts. But if you're not, you have to be mindful.
Yeah, some venues are like a little kind of persnickety when people dress up. I don't know why, but we like to let them know. We have to give everyone a heads up that there might be some dress up.
Yeah. Really, as long as you can like compact it and it's not going to be like a big giant headpiece that's going to block somebody's view. If you can take it off and like sit it in your lap for the show, we love that. We love to see it.
But if you're like a glow cloud that is like, it makes you 9 feet tall and you're sitting in the 4th row, don't do that.
Yeah. Or you do the parasol with all the animals hanging off of it. Just collapse that. Make sure it's collapsible and also like telescoping so that you can pack it away for your comfort and for everybody else.
Or go call Steve and he'll throw it in the minivan while you watch the show.
This just...
Call your Steve. Have your Steve Carlsberg hold it in the minivan. They'll be waiting just outside anyway, just reading their book in the car.
This just adds to the creativity. It's like to be able to display the thing that you want to display and then put it away for a show. Mm-hmm. And we love and appreciate it. And honestly, I love to take pictures of a lot of the fans who wear cool costumes that I see. Because I can't be out there like right before the show starts. But if you're there and you see me, and you're cool looking, I will take a picture of you. And you might end up on the Night Vale Instagram. So with your consent.
Never know.
You never know. You could be famous.
Hell yeah. With your consent.
Consent.
Oh, wait. Vin, can you put an echo on this, please? Consent. Thank you.
You guys.
Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast about their theories, comments, and questions. But first, a conversation about this week's weather. Living on Light by Silo's Choice. What do we think, everybody?
Okay, first of all, perfect name for this episode, Living on Light. Because I think that would be like very much like a Kevin sort of theme. And it also worked because I thought that this song was cacophonous. It made me, it was like ringing my head about in a delightful way. I enjoyed it because it was just like bah, 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 all the whole time. And I really liked it. So there's that.
Yeah, I dug it. This Silo's Choice is a self-described B-grade indie rock band out of Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah, they're Chicago-based. They make a lot of music.
Oh,
that's where I'm based.
It's where you
They can take you out for dinner.
and the Julasco are all in Chicago.
That's right. Coincidence?
They can take you out for a fine steak dinner.
I'm the sausage king of Chicago, baby.
The sausage king. Hey, we're going to take you out for Sausage Symphony.
Thanks.
We're going to go out.
Silo's Choice.
Over by Wrigley Field where the Cubbies play, and we're going to take you out for a nice steak. What do you like, prime rib? You like, you want to go down to, I'm trying to find like a good, I don't have any good words. I haven't had any words that are good with
the Bears?
Chicago accent. We're going to see the Bears. This is going to be the greatest night Chicago has to offer. We're going to take you out for a nice steak. We're going to go get a deep dish at Lou Malnati's. And then we're going to end the night with pancakes at the Golden Nugget.
I love pancakes at the Golden Nugget. in the middle of the night.
Who doesn't? They're delicious. And we'll play some of our B-grade indie rock for you. I think they deserve an A grade. How about that? I'm going to upgrade them.
How about that?
Okay. We'll take it. They're from the Second City after all, so.
We can go see the Second City review. You like improv?
Yeah. I wonder, did they, I think, because they had burned part of that down. I think they rebuilt it.
Yeah, it was burnt in a fire, but it's back.
Back, baby.
It's back. There's too much money to be made there. They brought it back.
Well, thanks, Silo's choice. I'll be right there. I'll be right over. You're goofy as hell.
Oh, you know what we're serving up? Hey, Symph.
What are we serving up? Is it a deep dish?
It's like a deep dish. It's like if you fold up a pie. It's a calzone.
Ooh, delicious.
It's a FanZone Calzone with steak and golden nugget pancakes.
Have a pap with it.
And a green river. You want a pap?
Does anyone need a pap? Okay. Want a pap?
The salad is just a smaller steak.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
All right, Jason writes, "Good morning, Night Vale, and greetings, illustrious tri-hosts. I became aware of Welcome to Night Vale pretty early in its run, but never really got into it. At the time, podcasts and such were not part of my media consumption, but I think the bigger reason has more to do with the fact that people encounter and engage with the art that they need most at a given time. My time for Night Vale, it seems, has been in the last few months. A very long story short, I've been going through a lot of mourning these last few years, including saying Kaddish for my mother. I've also, in a strange way, been in mourning for myself, or rather for the version of myself I imagined being, but which now, at 46, is not going to happen. And so I find myself saying goodbye to a me that I am not, while still figuring out slowly the me that I want to become and what he might like. And isn't that the sort of place in life where Night Vale fits perfectly?
Absolutely.
I started binging in February or March and have just fallen in love with Welcome to Night Vale. A single turn of phrase or a moment of kindness between characters has often rendered me a fountain of thankful tears. Likewise, I've fallen in joy with Good Morning Night Vale, which always puts a smile on my face. So thank you, Night Vale, for being the art I need to feed my soul at this time. Now some headcanon, or as I took to calling it recently, brain boom. I think Earl... All right, here's some brain boom. I think Earl Highland spent so long at 19 before jumping to single dad status because he is an eternal scout. Why has he been brought into the current timeline is yet to be revealed. Second, I love the fact that in the Mudstone Abyss, which I totally read as a riff on the Tower of Babel, we'll get there, guys, hang on, a couple more episodes, people lose the ability to communicate by becoming Gertrude Stein. Third, the tale of a story of love and horror always struck me as a dark twist on the gift of the Magi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thoughts? Yes, totally. Agree. And finally, revisiting an older discussion and giving you some food for thought. In Toronto, where I am, Glory Holes, other than their usual meaning, is also the name of an independent donut shop. Lest you doubt me, I'm sending links. Glory Hole donuts are what creams are made of.
They know what they're
Wishing
doing.
You a great summer.
I'm not
Jason.
clicking on that link. Nice try, Jason. Can I say something? Can I jump in? Is that okay?
Yeah, please.
First of all, Jason, may your mother's memory be a blessing. Second, you can be whatever you want. And if that's something you're discovering, great. But there's always plenty of time, always more than you think there is. So you follow your heart and follow your dreams. It feels like I'm about to press play on a tape and dance, but I'm not going to.
Please do.
Just imagine that.
I agree with Hal.
Yeah.
Life is long, my friend. Life is long.
Yes, I also believe that life is long, and 46, baby, you're just getting started. Don't you worry. We're out here living, as I move swiftly through my 40s. I say, why not,
I'm just jaunting through my 40s.
Just jaunting, just jovial in my 40s.
Oh, look at me. I'm
living on the edge and whatnot.
I'm just, every day is a leap off a trampoline.
I could have a wheel of lovers.
Stay on the trampoline.
Stay on the trampoline, Jason.
You're the litany of lovers. So many lovers.
So many lovers to find.
I love love.
Next up in the Calzone, we have Steven. Steven writes, hey, y'all. I've never really been sure how to view Kevin with regards to whether he's Cecil's double or not, but I think I have a better idea thanks to the current Mudstone Abyss episodes of Welcome to Night Vale and the story of him and Charles. With there being, theoretically, infinite versions of Night Vale out there, maybe Desert Bluffs is an example of a version that's just different enough to start being seen as a different city. Kevin and Cecil definitely have enough similarities that I believe them being doubles, but maybe it's indirect. And Kevin is more of a double of a double of a double. At least it makes sense to me. Thanks, Steven. Yeah, absolutely, Steven. I think it very well could be. I think they do. Yes, they have so many similarities. But it's like when you clone something too many times. Oh, wait. We're not supposed to do that, right? Forget I said anything.
Mum's the word.
Mum's the word, kiddos.
I love clones. I'm living my best clone life out here. Olive writes, good morning. Regarding episodes 135 to 137, Mudstone Abyss and Kevin in general, really, I think it's really interesting to compare Kevin and Cecil as each other's supposed doubles. I know in 73 Triptych, Kevin was pretty normal and earnest and probably a closer double for Cecil. I really, really want to know what Kevin went through when Strex took over. All right, I'll stop. There's a level of stubbornness they share. Cecil hates Steve and then Susan and almost will take no criticism. And Kevin wants what he wants and will take no criticism. They both have the capacity to learn, given the change in opinion about Steve and the kid, but they are absolutely going to be a shit about it until they absolutely can't anymore, no matter how it hurts their other relationships. A difference there is that Cecil saw the good in Steve, while Kevin didn't change his opinion until the kid could benefit him and see what he wanted. Kevin seems to really, really not care about the town's safety at all. Cecil is super naive, and I think often willfully, but he would never want to be in charge of his whole town like Kevin clearly does, and he always warns the people of Night Vale of danger before the authorities tell him what to say. Even then, he usually has a sort of iffy tone while he trusts the authorities fully with the lives of the Night Valians. My point is, Kevin is a wonderful foil to Cecil because Cecil may be a very flawed character, but he is definitely not evil. Have a good day. Olive.
Yeah.
Well, loves, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining us today. The next episode is going to be the Mudstone Abyss Part 2. Until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale to share your theories and ask questions, or to honor a smiling god. This show is powered by our patrons like Jonathan Pine, Sapphire Claw, Sarah Dodge, Shadowside, and Shannon McGurk. If you are interested in supporting the show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper cool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. The calzone ingredient of the week is anything from the menu at Little Rick's.
Anyone can make a salad at Little Rick's.
Little Rick's salad.